Some of you may have seen all this content coming up about how to make money with ChatGPT from left, right, and center. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Baking Analyst channel, and today we'll be talking about how I tried to make $10,000 in 30 days using ChatGPT and finally coming to a conclusion on the overall results. We will then come to a conclusion on whether or not it is actually realistic if you are starting from scratch. Let's jump right into it. The first thing that I would like to talk about is my three main income sources. One is, of course, investments, which come in the form of yield farming as well as yield from various things like TradFi, bank deposits, everything like that. By the way, deposit rates are really high right now, so if you have a cash balance, you're also kind of yield farming in a way. The other source of income is actually through a day job. And finally, my last source of income is through my services arbitrage business that I hinted at in my previous video. So how does ChatGPT fit into this whole thing? And did AI actually manage to generate $10,000 per month worth of value in the last month? Well, let's have a look at the first income stream, which is that of crypto investing. Now, if we look at this prompt over here, AI doesn't necessarily go about recommending various crypto projects. However, it does go ahead and explain some of the projects that might have existed back in 2021 that one can invest in. In terms of yield farming, however, that is still more of a passive endeavor. Specifically, I am dealing with real yield protocols such as Eldorado, MadMax, and GMX. So if you know about that, that is good for you. You can do the same as well. So in that regard, the total value added by ChatGPT was not very much at all, perhaps a couple of $100 from recommending various projects that did benefit from the latest crypto rally as well as the artificial intelligence hype. The second thing that ChatGPT got involved in over the previous month was in the full-time job. Now, I didn't really use this to try to replace the role altogether, well, partly because I kind of need to show my face up here, but I did use it to accelerate a lot of tasks. So this idea of AI acceleration does mean that you do get more done, or you do get more free time left at the end of the day, and you're not just bogged down with lower level tasks. So in this regard, I found that ChatGPT did save quite a bit of time, probably about 1 to 2 hours a day, especially when it came to things like copywriting, as well as writing out potential outlines for YouTube videos I could then go ahead and derive inspiration from. So as you can see over here, I asked it to write a YouTube video outline on a video titled "How I Make $3,000 a Month Yield Farming on Optimism." And then it gives a whole logical layout for the entire video so that I don't actually need to come up with it myself, thus saving even more time. That's about 1 to 2 hours a day, which is about 25% of my overall income. And by the way, you can also get ChatGPT to do this thing, which is to help you write Excel macros. So if you're doing any sort of Excel related work at your day-to-day, you can actually ask it to write a macro and it will do as it is told and even explain to you what each line does so you can make the appropriate edits. That is what I would have done in a perhaps finance job that could involve certain menial tasks such as updating an Excel spreadsheet. So that is one way to do it. In terms of the total value added by AI in this case, as I mentioned, about 25% of my day was saved in terms of working hour terms. So I will gladly allocate the total value added by ChatGPT to be around $2,500 a month. So far, we have about between $2,500 to $3,000 of total value added by ChatGPT. The final piece of the puzzle of my income portfolio, or income Legos as I call them, is the services arbitrage business. One of the things that I offer clients is copywriting, and usually I will handle a team of freelancers located offshore. However, what I did realize was that ChatGPT was producing much more consistent content than some individuals in various subcontractor teams were producing. So what I did was to actually switch some of the production over to ChatGPT. That actually sped things up a lot, first of all. And as you can see over here, that's a pretty nice looking script over here. It could even be used as copy for some Medium article or something like that. So given the fact that the margins for that business are something around 75%, by almost fully automating the role of various subcontractors, I would say that ChatGPT did add about a third in value to the overall business income, which gave about $3,000 worth of total value. Now, that being said, overall, we still did make more than $10,000 $10,000 per month, but the truth is that ChatGPT is just really there to add value rather than anyone being able to make $10,000 a month miraculously with this piece of software. However, with that being said, this is just the beginning because you can actually make use of ChatGPT and combine it with the tactics that I discussed in our previous video on how I tried retiring on crypto and the truth behind trying to do so. And that video is right over here right now. Go check it out. And with that being said, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.